Xcaret Park is one of Mexico's largest tourist destinations. It's a 200-acre ecologically themed park with plenty of things to do. Located in Playa del Carmen, Xcaret Park is an hour south of Cancun. Standard admission for an adult is around $120 and $90 for children ages 5 through 11. If you choose to stay at one of the Grupo Xcaret hotels, your admission to the park and the buffets are included with your hotel stay. In this video, I'm going to provide an overview of Xcaret Park and also provide recommendations on how to make the most out of your trip. What to bring. The first and most important item to bring is a swimsuit. A majority of the activities at this park are water related, so a swimsuit is pretty much a must-have item. The next thing you're going to want to pack is a towel and a change of clothes. This park doesn't provide any towels, so just remember to pack your own. Water shoes are another must-have item. I ended up wearing these shoes at all of the Grupo Xcaret parks. Water shoes are very convenient as you can wear them on both land and water. Water shoes also protect your feet when swimming in the rivers, lagoons, and beaches. The rocks in the water can be really sharp, and there were some portions of the underground river which were super dark, so if you're not careful, you can easily cut yourself on some of the rough objects. Next thing you're going to want to bring is reef-safe sunscreen. Since you'll be outside all day, you want to protect yourself from getting sunburned. In an effort to protect the environment, there are laws prohibiting the use of non-reef safe sunscreen, so just remember to keep that in mind when choosing sunscreen. Some optional items that I also recommend bringing are a waterproof phone pouch and a rash guard. If you're like me and prefer to keep your phone with you at all times, a waterproof phone pouch will allow you to keep your phone with you while you participate in the activities at this park. Next, if you get sunburned really easily, I'd recommend bringing a rash guard as it protects your body from the sun's harmful rays. In the event that you do forget to bring the items that I listed, this park does have a massive gift shop that sells all of these items, but like any amusement park gift shop, just remember that the cost for these items will be much higher than what you expect to pay back home. How to navigate the park. Throughout the park, there are many maps that you can utilize to assist you with finding your way around. The tiles at the park are color-coded to represent the different routes. You can easily follow the colored lines to help you navigate around the park. The black line is the main route, the blue line leads to the aquarium, the green line leads to the beach, the red line leads to the natural pools, the white line leads to the Mayan village, and the brown line leads to the scenic tower. This park also has plenty of signage which points out which attraction is located where. Also, if you're traveling from the States, don't worry if you don't know how to speak Spanish because a majority of the staff knows English. This park is pretty large, so it's a good idea to plan out what activities you want to participate in the most beforehand. This way, you can scope them out once you're at the park. Underground rivers. For my trip, I wanted to start with the wet activities and end with the dry activities. So when I got to the park, I went straight to the river entrance. There are 3 underground rivers which weaves through the park. In order to enter the river, you do need to go through something called Xcaret Plus, which is where you get a life jacket and store your belongings in either a locker or in a duffel bag, which the staff brings to the end of the river. If you put your stuff in the bag, they give you a key so that you can retrieve your belongings. It's pretty safe, and I didn't have any troubles with it. Just don't lose the key, as they will charge you for it. You wear the key around your neck like a necklace, so it's pretty difficult to lose. Throughout the river, there's a bunch of picture stations where you can get photos by scanning your bracelet. The picture stations were a cool feature of the park because it's self-service and the backgrounds are pretty cool. All three of the rivers merge at the end, so it doesn't really matter where you start. It's a pretty cool experience because the water's super clean. You go through caves, tunnels, and mangroves, and you also get cool views of the park. The river is about a quarter mile in length, and if you get tired from swimming, there are various exit points where you can leave. At the end of the river is where you retrieve your belongings if you chose to store your items in the bag, and there's also a place where you can rinse off and change clothes. Swimming in the underground river is a really unique experience, so I highly recommend participating in this activity if you're visiting Xcaret Park. Natural pools, beach, and snorkeling. At the end of the underground river, there are beautiful natural pools filled with seawater. You can swim in the water and get beautiful views of the Caribbean Ocean. If you're a beach person, this park has a beach with chairs and shade, so it's a nice place to relax. I personally thought that the water at the beach looked a little murky, but it's there as an option. If you like snorkeling, there is an inlet with plenty of fish. This park provides the basic snorkel, but I did see a lot of people bring their own snorkels from home. I suspect that this is because their equipment is better than what the park provides. Wildlife. With Xcaret Park being an eco park, you have to check out the wildlife at the aviary, butterfly pavilion, and jaguar exhibit. They do a great job with taking care of both the environment and the animals that live here. The butterfly pavilion is an enclosed area with a lot of vegetation. They leave out dishes of fresh fruit for the butterflies to feed on. This is a pretty cool experience because you get to see the butterflies up close. The butterflies here are very used to people, so don't freak out if they follow or land on you. The aviary is pretty cool because they feature many different types of birds. My favorite birds were the macaws and the pelicans. Macaws are native to the area, and fun fact, Xcaret won a Guinness World Record for having the most successful macaw reproduction program. Macaws are very beautiful because of how colorful they are. The pelicans also had their own section, which was pretty cool. I was surprised to see how calm they were when being approached by people. The baby pelicans were also super cute. Mexican culture. Being located in Mexico, Xcaret Park offers plenty of opportunities to immerse yourself in Mexican culture. At the park, you can walk through the Spiral Mexican Cemetery. You'll notice that the cemeteries in Mexico are more colorful, artistic, and the tombstones are shaped like houses. This is vastly different than what you'd see in the States. When I think of cemetery, I think sad, spooky, and haunted. While here in Mexico, death is viewed as a celebration of life. They have a small Mayan village with workshops and educational activities showcasing their culture. There's also a section with mini Mayan ruins that you can explore. At night, they have Xcaret Mexico Espectacular, which is a live performance featuring the history of Mexico. Buffets. This park has 5 different buffets. It doesn't really matter which buffet you go to because they're all pretty much the same. This park is so large that they had to spread them out. The food options were very westernized, and I thought the food was decent. Delphinus. There are paid activities like swimming with the dolphins. It costs around $90 for this activity. When I went, they had 3 different tiers you can choose from. Tier 1, which was the cheapest, was swimming only. Tier 2 allowed you to ride the dolphin. And Tier 3 included riding the dolphin and an extra 15 minutes. If you want pictures, you do have to buy them. There's a photographer who takes pictures during the event. For this activity, you have to store all of your belongings in the locker, so your only option for pictures is buying them from the photographer, which I believe costed $90. This activity is pretty fun because you get to interact with the dolphins, get pictures, and learn about their habitat. Conclusion. This concludes my review of Xcaret Park. There's still a ton more activities that could be done at Xcaret Park that this video does not cover. If you're in the Cancun or Playa del Carmen area, I highly recommend visiting Xcaret Park. This park and its activities are so unique that you cannot find anything comparable anywhere else in the world. Overall, I was really satisfied with my trip to Xcaret Park because there were a lot of fun activities, I got to embrace Mexican culture, and I felt like I got to experience the beauty of nature. That's all for the video, and thanks for watching.